Welcome back to Astro Hues, your cosmic guide to the world's biggest transformations. And trust me, America is about to go through one of the most intense, history-making shifts we've ever seen. The stars are aligning in ways that haven't happened in centuries, and whether we're stepping into a golden age or heading for major upheaval depends entirely on how this nation moves forward. So what does 2024 to 2028 really look like? Are we witnessing the rebirth of a superpower? Or is this the final breakdown before something new emerges? The astrology has answers, and today we're breaking it all down. Grab your charts, take a deep breath, and let's dive into what's written in the stars for America's future. Welcome to America's Cosmic Test. All right, we need to talk, because what's happening in America right now? Yeah, this isn't just politics as usual. The stars have been screaming about this for years. And if you think 2024-2028 is going to be smooth sailing, you might want to buckle up. What we're entering isn't just another presidential cycle, it's a full-blown cosmic shift. The question is, will America rise into its golden age, or are we watching the breakdown before the rebirth? Well, let's take a look at the astrology. Pluto's final return. Is America's empire dying? The first major player in all of this is Pluto, which is the big boss of transformation. Pluto has been tearing America apart since 2022, dragging out every bit of corruption, power struggle, and economic instability you can imagine. And now, we're at the final stretch. By November 2024, Pluto moves into Aquarius for good. What does that mean? Well, Pluto doesn't do small changes, it destroys and rebuilds. If something isn't working, Pluto will remove it. Last time Pluto was in Aquarius, America was literally born. 1777 to 1798, right during the American Revolution. And this time, the U.S. is at another breaking point. The government as we know it is shifting, whether people like it or not. Major institutions could fall, policies could get rewritten, and leadership might look very different by 2028. There could even be major changes to how money works, with digital finance, crypto, and AI-driven economies taking over. So if you thought the last few years were intense, we haven't seen anything yet. Prediction. America will enter 2025 in a period of deep uncertainty. We're talking about major political shifts, power struggles, and financial transformations. This country will not be the same by 2028. Saturn and Aries war. Nationalism. What's coming? Now, let's talk about Saturn and Aries, because this is where things get serious. Saturn is the planet of structure, discipline, and karma. And when it enters Aries in May 2025, history tells us one thing: military escalation, global conflicts, and national security debates. Every single time. The last times we had Saturn in Aries? The world was either preparing for war, in a war, or protesting one. Back in 1937-1940, World War II military spending exploded. In 1967 to 1969, Vietnam War protests took over the streets, and from 1996-1999, the U.S. was expanding military operations in the Middle East. So what does this mean for America from 2025 to 2028? It means military budgets are going up. It means we could see a new global conflict or a major escalation of existing ones. And it means national security is going to be a dominant theme, whether that means new laws, government crackdowns, or protests in the streets. The big question is, will America lead these efforts, or will the people push back? Because Saturn in Aries also sparks rebellion, so if policies become too aggressive, you best believe we're going to see mass resistance. Prediction. We are either going to see America double down on its military and government control, or the people will push back hard. Either way, expect major social movements and possible unrest by 2026. The economy boom or bust. Okay, now let's talk about your money. Because Pluto in Aquarius and Uranus moving into Gemini? Yeah. The financial system is about to flip. Uranus is the planet of sudden change, disruption, and innovation, and when it moves from Taurus into Gemini in 2026, we're going to see the biggest shifts in finance, jobs, media, and technology since the early days of the internet. Every time Uranus enters Gemini, history shows us two things. New forms of communication take over, and America goes through a massive shift in national identity. Last time, we had radio, television, and the Cold War shaping global politics. Before that, we had the Civil War. This time, we're looking at AI, automation, digital currencies, and the rise of a completely new workforce. Jobs are going to disappear and reappear in ways we haven't even imagined yet. Some industries, gone. Others, exploding. This is a tech revolution on steroids. And the economy? Well, it's about to get wild. Jupiter in Gemini in 2025-2026 could give us an economic boom, but by 2027-2028, we could see major financial instability. It's giving bubble bursting, stock market shakeups, and a shift into a completely new economic system. If America embraces AI and digital finance, it could actually lead the world into this new era. But if it fights against these changes, clings to old economic models, or mismanages inflation, we might see a financial collapse before a rebuild. Expect a financial boom in 2025-2026, but by 2027, major instability, new financial systems, or even a currency reset. America's role in the world: superpower or isolation? The big question: is America still the superpower, or is it losing its global grip? Well, that depends on how it plays its cards. With Jupiter moving through Gemini, Cancer, and Leo during this period, America will have a choice: expand its influence or turn inward. Jupiter in Gemini in 2025-2026? That supports global trade, international deals, and high media influence. But by the time Jupiter hits Cancer in 2026-2027, America may shift toward nationalism and protectionism, focusing more on domestic policies and border security. And then Jupiter in Leo in 2027-2028? That's all about leadership struggles, power shifts, and possible government changes. Prediction: America will try to reassert itself globally in 2025 to 2026, but by 2027, the focus might shift inward. Will America isolate itself or fight to maintain dominance? The answer depends on how well it adapts to Pluto in Aquarius. Final verdict: a golden age or crisis. So, let's put it all together. Is this a golden age for America? Or are we heading toward crisis and collapse? The truth is, it could go either way. If America embraces Pluto in Aquarius changes, adapts to new financial and technological systems, and balances power with the will of the people, this could be the start of a new era of innovation, leadership, and influence. But if old systems resist change, leadership clings to power, or economic missteps cause instability, we're looking at serious challenges by 2027-2028. What do you think? We would love to hear your opinions. Drop your thoughts in the comments. And of course, like, share, and subscribe for more deep astrological dives into world events. Until next time, this is Astro Hughes, your cosmic guide to the future.